What's going on, all you lovely people? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michael Hora, and this is a lovely penguin. Welcome back. Welcome to the lot of my friends. And if you guys would be so kind, welcome my best friend, Tommy, to the YouTube channel. Yay! I'm going to put in, like,
sound effects.
Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of kids cheering. But either way, we've been best friends since we were 4 years old. We're both 31 now.
Feeling it every day.
Grew up together and all that good stuff. So real quick, Tommy, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So it's my first time visiting Mike since he moved out here 5 years ago. I was actually moved a month before he moved, except I was in Boston. I'm back in New York. And this is my first time in LA in the last 5 years as well. And stoked to be here. Stoked to be with you guys too.
Sick. And what would you say is your experience with K-pop music thus far?
None. One of our friends in high school, her sister was actually getting into K-pop when we were still in college, but I can't say I have any experience, man.
All right. Have you heard of BTS?
Yes, at least I've heard of them from some mainstream, but again,
Okay.
Hearing them on the radio, that's about it.
Have you heard of Twice?
No.
Have you heard of Stray Kids?
In the music sense, no. Stray Dogs, yes.
Have you heard of Blackpink?
No, not any of this.
Jeez Louise, guys. Okay, without knowing anything, do you think you'll enjoy this?
If you know I've always liked music, so if something's catchy, something could catch my ear, then why not? It shouldn't matter what genre it is, no?
Sick. Well, I'm going to show you just a couple of songs that I personally love. They're more of like a couple of groups, different big hits, really. I'd argue they're more popular
Like
songs.
the highlights.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So we're going to show you a couple of those. For those of you watching, I'm doing the same intro for every single video, so feel free to skip it if you haven't already. You're not watching the same video, I promise. It's going to be different content inside. It's just the intro is going to be the same. But, yeah. And what would you think would be like a good way that people could support the channel here on YouTube? The lovely penguin.
I mean, if you like this guy, support him from the standpoint of spreading the word.
Ooh.
There's going to be people who I'm sure you come across on any streaming channel who are going to be producing similar content. But if you want the real deal, someone who's authentic and wants to actually be with you and listen to you and take your feedback, there's a reason I'm here with this guy right here for the last 27 years. It's because of the person he is.
Hell yeah. And I also did not tell him I was going to ask him that. I put that one on the spot. I was just curious to see what he'd say. I was like, maybe we'll cut this part. No.
Probably still should cut it, honestly.
Yeah, that's all right. Either way, though, yeah, we used to go to concerts and stuff all the time. We were big on going to Warped Tour.
Every single summers.
Yeah, so growing up, we had a very similar music taste, but it's changed for you in the last few years, right? So
even beyond that, I mean, it was really once into college, we were into like electronic dubstep, and then more into, I guess, indie rock, then rap, and now back. I mean, we still always appreciate our old stuff. It's more nostalgic, but now into more electronic music as well.
Yeah, well, you're into that. I'm not.
That's what you think.
I'm not. I am not. I don't really care for it that much. I don't hate it. It's not going to be something I actively listen to.
If you have a musical background, you could appreciate every single facet, but I get it.
I mean, hey, in fairness, I never thought I'd be into K-pop.
It's true. I never thought I would be listening to it, but here I am.
Also, before anybody gets angry at me, I'm saying K-pop in general because we're listening to multiple Korean groups. People don't like when you call BTS K-pop. Did you know that?
Are they not from Korea and doing pop music?
Yeah, they are. But they had a bit of a tussle with the K-pop industry. Where,
okay.
They were pretty hated for a while, and they got treated like trash. So
that's anyone in an industry that you don't own.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So we don't call them that here on this channel. So
okay.
Just give me the heads up. Mainly, also, I'm going to try to make sure that the army doesn't kill us both.
Forgive me. Really, just
well, I started it, so that's why I'm like, shit, I should fix this.
I'm coming into a system that's already broken.
It's K-pop and BTS, guys. Okay, it's K-pop and BTS. All right. Well, without further ado, let's go. All right, Tommy. Well, first song I want to show you. It's going to be BTS. They are the guys that actually got me into doing all these reactions to music and stuff. Even I worked with one of the guys from the group.
Did
as
it really
well.
stem from there when you actually started working for them? That's when it started becoming real?
No. I worked for them, and then like 4 or 5 months later, I started reacting to them.
So was that much time in between?
Yeah, I had no idea who they were.
The thing is, time in between for us, it's always jumbled.
Yeah.
Especially since being on different sides of the country. But
yeah, I think I actually like reacted to a couple of songs of them before I was like, wait a second. I know that guy.
when you were
I was like, wait.
When you were initially,
I recognize him.
But I still remember you texting me or talking to me afterwards, being like, "I'm not sure which guy that was."
I didn't know. I had to look him up.
But then you said that he had switched his hair color, so you literally had no idea who it was.
Oh yeah. Well, I tried to look him up by the hair color,
and that's what.
Yeah, and they changed. Everyone's had red hair, everyone's had purple hair, everyone's had blue hair.
My hair's been the same way for 8 years.
Yeah, they've all switched them out. It's kind of crazy. By the way, we're gonna check out Mic Drop. This is like, I don't know if it's my personal favorite song, but it is definitely up there.
And this hasn't been on the radio. Maybe?
I think it's been on the radio.
So maybe I've heard this. Probably not.
Probably not. Honestly, they don't really play much of their music out here.
Okay.
Except they have a couple of English songs, like English speaking songs, but those get played sometimes. But
so this one I probably wouldn't have heard then.
I doubt it though.
Okay.
Either way, you haven't seen the video, so we're gonna watch a video.
All right.
So without further ado, make sure you sub to the channel so we can keep on growing, and let's hit this video. Let's go. So actually, before we get started, just another thing that I personally like to do with these videos is I like to watch them once without subtitles and then once with subtitles, mainly because I like to actually see the video. I like to feel and like appreciate the music a little bit. And then we watch it again with the subtitles on, and then I can actually focus on reading them and actually understand what the song's
The biggest
about.
thing with these artists is it's a lot of production that goes into it.
And big time.
Versus me, I can't tell you the last time I actively looked up a music video, an artist.
Oh yeah, they put a lot into these. You'll see.
So then
they're crazy.
It's different. This is something I'm definitely not used to.
Oh yeah, let's hit it. Ready?
Okay.
If it's too loud, it'll echo on the recording. You know this guy?
He's related to the guy who owns Benihana, I'm telling you. I've not been to Benihana in over a decade.
Here's the boys. And Steve.
I don't understand why he throws cake at people. You know that he does it during shows, right?
I don't know why he does either. Also, if you do feel like you want to like say something or point something out, just pause it.
Spacebar?
Yeah, spacebar.
누가 내 수저 더럽대 I don't care 마이크 잡은 금 수저 여러 배 버럭해 잠못 익은 것들 새끼 여러 개 거두벌 씹어 죽겠다 에이 거두개 Right that's next 핵심 섭외 LC
Yeah, yeah. So that's straight up.
만기 종향의 악진 반칙 마이크 번진 black 전진 망할 것 같았겠지만 I'm fine sorry 미안해 billboard 미안해 worldwide 아들이 너무 잘 나가서 미안해 엄마 대신해줘 네가 못한 협력 우리 콘서트 절대 없어 hold I do it 너 말 없는 라다 do it 혹배가 아프다면 고소해 so it You see my rag, you see my rag Son of coffee, son of back What you think about it, what you think about it Let it go, my haters have a say Come and follow me with your singer I'm so fiery for your tender Keep on running until I catch up How you there, how you there, how you there Another trophy, my hands carry you Too many that I can't even count Somebody's tell me I'm not a pop Too busy, you know my body
All right, real quick. Initial thoughts.
Super catchy.
like,
annoyingly catchy, but like in a good way. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's cool because you heard them singing in English.
But that's what I was gonna say.
Right?
Can you actually delineate when they're speaking English, when they're rapping, when they're singing? I mean, you could pick up on it, but it's fluid in between. You can't like.
Yeah, they are very good at going in between English and Korean.
And they're fluent in both, like themselves, correct?
Not all of them.
But it's almost like, remember we were in elementary school, or any of you guys being in elementary school, like, oh, you're gonna be singing in French, and you could just say the words, but you don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, like that happens a lot with them. So actually, funny enough, we paused on this guy. He's the leader of the group. His name's RM.
Leader as in lead singer, lead rapper?
No, like he's like kind of like the captain of the team.
But how many people are in their group?
7.
Consistently 7 people.
Yeah,
and I think they were solid.
Yeah, yeah. They're always the same guys.
Okay.
So he's the leader. His name's RM. Originally, he was Rap Monster, but then he didn't really like being called Rap Monster, so he just shortened it to RM.
Does he sing as well? Or he only raps?
He's mainly raps, yeah. But he is fluent in English.
Thick accent, fluent English?
No, like he speaks like pretty good English, like a little bit of an accent, but like not too bad. Okay. A lot of the other guys, a lot of them have been learning English at this point. Like, I mean, this was, Jesus, when was this? Like, hold on. Yes, this dropped 5 years ago. So back then,
5 years, man.
Yeah, 5 years.
5 years in LA.
Yeah. So yeah, when they dropped this, like, I think most of the guys still didn't know English all that well. There's even like behind the scenes clips where like they'll be watching the videos and they'll see like the subtitles in Korean. They're like, oh, that's what that meant. Like they're not even 100% sure what like they're even saying sometimes, you know.
I mean, it's singing a different language. It's not your language. I get it.
So, but like I said though, a lot of them are like you, especially like I've been watching them now and like watching them from the start to current, and it's like the amount of English that they know and like how well they speak it is like crazy. How much better they've gotten. Okay. So I don't think any of the rest of them would consider themselves fluent yet, but RM is. Okay. So, yeah, cool. Keep going. I can skip back to it. Baby, what's your rap? It come back around. Once upon a time, we learned how to fly. Go get your mirror, same damn clothes. You know how I feel? Can't go. How many hours do we fly? I keep on dreaming of the cloud. Down on the mountain, down on the mountain. Every day we vibing, mic drop, bam. Did you see my back? Just pull down the explosion. All right. So, what'd you think?
Overall, again, if I had just been listening to that song at work, I'd be like, okay, this is like a catchy song. This is mainstream. I wouldn't have think of this as BTS, any other artist being like top tits, like top 20, top 10. This is a countdown type music.
Right. Yeah, I mean, this one's definitely a lot more like their like a little bit more of the mainstream stuff that they do. But like I like, how crazy is that production value?
That's the biggest thing to me. It's like, first of all, it throws back to like 90s boy bands where you'd be like, oh my goodness, these people are so coordinated, but the production and everything behind it is so complex.
Dude, they make the boy bands we grew up with look like a joke.
Because it's next level.
Yeah, and the crazy thing, and it will, like, hopefully you come back out, but we'll film some more. But like, I got to show you some live videos of these guys,
and they're still doing similar production, if not something more complex.
I would say it's arguably better
because it's live. Just them. It's not these I don't know, pyrotechnics and.
Well, it's like no, it's like their pyrotechnics are crazy live. Like,
so it's a huge.
They have stage pieces live, dude. One of the craziest ones I've seen was they did an award show. They had a 48-minute set at an award show. And it was one of the craziest live performances I've ever watched.
What was the award show for? If they were taking up 50 minutes of just their
I know. It's crazy. That's how big they are in Korea. It's like normally a band gets like one or two like songs that they can play live. Like they played like 10.
Versus if you think of like any of these music shows in the States, you literally have that chance to play a 5-minute video.
Yeah.
5 minute.
Yeah. Oh, the way they do those award shows in Korea is way different than we do here.
Okay, so
they are like actually like a concert with a little bit of awards.
Is it only celebrities that go, or it's also open to the public? So it's more of that.
I actually don't know.
Because
here it's open to the public.
Because you know, in the States they have seat fillers who sit in for like 5 minutes and then bounce back. And
I think it's open to the public too.
Maybe that's why it's more of a concept.
Let us know. Let us know in the comments, please. I don't remember if that is true or not, but let us know. That'd be sweet. But yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Looking at some of the stuff that they do, but. Yeah. I will say, we'll talk a little bit more about the meanings and stuff behind the songs afterwards. But yeah, let's just watch this one and tell me what you think. All right.
Meaning behind mic drops. This may get deep.
Subtitles are on. This is actually one of their less deep ones.
I could assume.
For being honest, but yeah. All right, let's go. Scuba Steve. It's funny, they actually have a regular version without Steve Aoki.
Well, it's his remix?
Yeah, he remixed this one, and then they use that as like the main.
Does it sound much different?
Yeah, it does. It sounds quite different.
Is it more poppy versus this is supposed to be?
I don't know. I think this one's way better though.
It's again catchy.
Yeah. But Steve Aoki's a big fan of these guys.
Is he really?
Oh yeah.
I mean, again, respect talent.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's been in the industry forever as well.
누가 내 수저 더럽대 I don't care 마이크 잡은 금 수저 여러 배 버럭해 잠못 익은 것들 새끼 여러 개 거두벌 씹어 죽겠다 에이 저녁에 Work best name 핵심 섭외 일스니 맷진 많지 않지 이 클래스 같이 많기 좋은 향기의 악진 반지 마이크 번지 블랙 전진 망할 것 같았겠지만 I'm fine sorry 미안해 billboard 미안해 worldwide 아들이 너무 잘 나가서 미안해 엄마 대신해줘 네가 못한 협력 우리 콘서트 절대 없어 hold on I do it 너 말 없는 라다 do it 혹배가 누구야 고소해 so
by the way, I forgot to mention they sometimes get pretty quick with what they're saying. So if you do miss something and you want to see it, just pause it. We'll just
it's like rappers being clever with their like lyrics. Yeah. It's like, oh no, this is funny and smart and witty.
Yeah, right. Tasteless like ratatouille. Oh, it's so funny.
upon a time, we learn how to fly. Go get your mirror, same damn clothes. You know how I feel, can't go. How many hours do we fly? I keep on swimming on the cloud. Down on the mountain, down on the vibe. Every day we vibing, mic drop, bam. Did you see my back? Did you see my back? Tell the trophies on the side of
Like this is almost like you think back to sports when like baseball players would come out and they have like, these hype songs.
Yeah.
Is this a hype song or is
Oh
this
yeah.
like
This is a big time hype
but
song.
it's hype. They aren't like throwing shade at anyone.
They are. They're throwing shade at the whole industry right now.
Okay, because I'm getting a vibe that like sure this could be like a innocent like oh I'm trying to like make everyone happy, but this is also like no screw you.
Yeah,
like,
this is
stick it to
like
someone.
it's like you guys think you got something on me. It's like oh I'm sorry, I'm busy holding all these trophies
and like
I keep
awards.
winning. Because they like honestly these dudes they've rolled into these like award shows and just like sweep house and just like win everything.
Even in the States, which is wild.
Actually no.
I thought they
No, I think they still haven't won a Grammy yet.
But is there a new category for their type of pop or?
Well, no, they're
pop?
mainstream music at this point. They're just
they're
pop
the main
music.
so they're main category.
Yeah,
They're
but they've
competing
been
with
nominated a couple of times now, and the Grammys keep snubbing them. And it's
Interesting.
like they're very clearly doing better than like the people who are winning.
And internationally.
Yeah, but you know, America and corruption, right, guys? But yeah, no, this is definitely a song that's kind of like like we're doing great. Like
Okay.
we don't need your help type of deal. Which is funny because this is not the type of music that got me into them, but we can talk about that a little later.
Okay.
But yeah, this song is definitely a big like screw you all the haters.
Vamos a la playa.
Yes, sir. What? No. Not like this. Not like this.
Sure, but like
I can freestyle dance.
Exactly.
I can't choreograph dance.
all right, this is more than I can do.
마지막 인사야 말도 없어 사과도 하지마 볼 리도 없어 마지막 인사야 말도 없어 사과도 하지마 사과도 꼴라지 우리
Looking this way,
This is not very fashionable guy.
the only thing I wear is athleisure.
Yeah. Nice. Mic drop. BTS.
That's their logo.
Yeah, it's her logo.
Does that remain the same?
No, I think it switched a little bit. I
Yeah.
think that's a newer. Well, I guess it's at least 5 years old. All right. Overall, what you think?
Super catchy song. Obviously, you can appreciate the choreography and the production behind it.
Mhm.
Like I said, it brings back vibes to looking at NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, and like the initial music videos. Like, do you remember the music videos with NSYNC when they were like puppets and everyone like playing the marionette strings and everything? And then, as you said, it just
They would dance circles around those guys.
this is also almost 25 years later, but
Still. Crazy though.
kudos to these people for making what they did out of it. But it's like their culture to have this kind of production and choreo.
Yeah. Actually, what brought me in with these guys wasn't so much the music as much as like the message they have behind it.
But you didn't initially know what the message was. Or
No.
messages was.
Like I've told our beautiful audience here plenty of times now that originally, like, yeah, not gonna lie, I was in it for the clout. You know, I was like, okay, this seems like a good idea. I did a video, it blew up, and I was like, okay, maybe I should make more. But as I started listening to more of their stuff and learning a little bit more about them, I was like, oh, these guys like have the same message I want to put out in the world of like of a positivity, and you know, they're very mental health forward and willing to talk about depression and anxiety and suicide and things like that, where most weren't. You know, and they're trying to be adamant and actually help people through what they're doing, and I'm like, that's what I want to do.
Well, it's not all just sorrow, where, not to compare to anyone, but some of these artists just take bad circumstances, and that's what inspires them to write. But it's almost like they aren't providing solutions; they're using it as their solution, which is fine. I mean, it's an expression in art, anything like that.
Yeah. But these guys, they're actively doing stuff, you know.
Okay.
So that's a big reason why I kind of got pulled in with them. Where I'm like, yeah, no, I'm down to keep listening to them, and now I'm a full blown fan.
Part of the army.
Oh yeah, big time army boy. I'm surprised you knew that. Wait, did I say it already?
100%. You think I would know this?
Yeah, I was like, how did you know that? I was like, did I say that? But yeah, cool. Well,
do you have any cake to throw at me?
No.
Okay. If you guys want to throw out some cake this boy's way, what's your favorite kind of cake?
Tres leches. Please don't throw cake at me.
You could send him cake though.
Don't throw. Don't.
Is Tres leches really your favorite cake?
It is. It's really good.
I mean, it's not a bad flavor. I just wouldn't think so.
I just like it a lot.
Tiramisu. Carrot cake too. The extremes.
Gross. Yucky.
You need to get your veggies in.
I just eat a carrot and then have a piece of cake. It's better.
Stick to the music.
Better that way. All right, guys. Well, that'll about do it for this week's video. Thanks for being here. Thank you.
Thanks for letting me listen.
Cool.
To the next.
Yes. Also, this one's going to be the first video, but I'm going to release one a week for the next however many videos we film.
Stay tuned. Spread the word.
All right, guys. That'll about do it. I love you all. Stay aggressively positive. We will catch you on the next one. Give him a kiss, right? No, do it! There you go.
What about kissing?